Hey there, everyone. This is Don Evans for WatchReport.com, and today we are going to be doing what I'll call an exciting review of the new Boschett Harpoon in the white loom dial. Boschett came out with the Harpoon, I want to say in 2012. Yeah, it was in 2012, and it was only in the black dial. This time he has released them in a black dial, but now also another version, the white dial. So let me go over the full specs here real quick. You have a white loom dial, as we said. You have a 45 millimeter case. It is 15.5 millimeters thick. You have 24 millimeter lugs. You have a sapphire crystal. And this new version is with the Miyota 9015 automatic movement. The original versions did have the ETA 2824, but due to ETA movement issues, he had to switch to the Miyota 9015. The good thing about that is, first off, I'll just say it, I love the Miyota 9015 movement personally. I have no issues with it. And the good part about it is the original Harpoon, I want to say, was $750. And this is $650, so you do get a price reduction, so should make this more affordable for more people. Now, currently I have it on the stainless steel bezel. There is also an all-white ceramic bezel. And at some point of the video here, I am going to try and do my best to show you how to switch the bezel. I've switched the bezel on these many of times, and it's really pretty easy, but I've never done it on video. So I practiced a little bit today. Hopefully I could do it here on video quick enough, and you know, not cause a commotion here and knock everything over. But we'll give that a try here in a minute. Give you a nice look at the watch. You have your nice, very large signed crown. Of course, this is a nice screw-down crown. This doesn't really have what you would call traditional crown guards. You could see the way that the case is designed here. And so they kind of, you know, the crown, you know, there's a cutout here in the case. So the crown somewhat sits inside the case and is somewhat protected. On this side of the cutout, you have your helium release valve. You have a very prominent bezel, very easy to grab and turn. You know, it's very similar to, say, a Marathon J-Zar style bezel. It sits very high. So now, while this watch is 15.5 millimeters, you know, it doesn't, because it's not all one piece, so it doesn't appear to be as thick. You have your 24 millimeter multi-link bracelet that Boschett is known for. These are fantastic bracelets, very comfortable on the wrist. Again, you have your ratcheting extension clasp. Boschett uses this on all of their dive watches. Take a look here at the Caseback. Move it around. Let's see if we can get a nice shot at the Caseback here. There we go. Let's give you a good look at it here. See the man harpooning a dragon there. Very cool engraved Caseback. Now the Harpoon, as it is called, not only due to that Caseback, but if you take a look at that red second hand, you will see it is a Harpoon. Now, the only problem that I personally have with that Harpoon secondhand, because it's very cool. And like I said, this whole dial lights up. It's a blue lume dial. So the whole dial lights up, but unfortunately, and I believe it's, I'm not sure offhand with the black version, but it would have been nice maybe if the tip would have been done in some white. Although against this dial, it might have not shown up. I can't remember if how the black dial is done, if it's a solid red hand, or if there's some lume applied to the tip. Take a look at that profile. Is that not a cool looking dive watch at all? You know, this, I mean, really, this white version, I'm not a big fan of white lume dials, to be honest. I never really liked them for some reason, and for some reason, I'm really liking this. And I really thought that I would not like it. That's just personal preference on my part with the white ceramic bezel. That'd just be too much white. And it's not. I think it looks really good with either bezel, if I'm being honest. Of course, this is a large, chunky, heavy dive watch. I have not weighed it as of this video, but make sure you read the full review on watchreport.com. Check the description below. There'll be a direct link to it. And I'll have the full weight. I mean, just offhand, I want to say probably about 260 grams easy on this full bracelet. So this is not a small watch, but it is a nice, chunky dive watch with beautiful lines. Now, let's try our hand at showing you how to remove this bezel. And we'll see if we could show you how to pop this on and off. Now, I'm going to put a little microfiber cloth. Now, I've done this a lot, and I'm not really personally worried about damaging up the case. I am doing this with a small, thin screwdriver. You could use a, case knife, a very thin razor blade knife, a very thin knife that you have. One thing that I suggest, maybe if you haven't done this before, is you want to, I always go in towards the crown area. To me, it's always easier over on this side to be able to try and pop the bezel off. You could put a piece of tape or two. Just put a nice piece of tape there right underneath, so that way you won't scratch the bezel. So keep in mind, I'm doing this while on behind the camera. So I'm going to get a little screwdriver in here. And here we go. Now you heard a pop, okay? Slide that in there very gently. You got to be very gentle with it. Don't dig and go trying to get that bezel off. If anything, I would say if for whatever reason you have trouble getting this bezel off, you can't do it like I just did it. Take it to a watchmaker or a jeweler. Don't don't destroy and gouge up your $650 new dive watch. So we got the stainless steel bezel off. Put that over there. We got your white bezel here. Now, let's see, get this snapped on. And yep, I got it snapped on. I had to double check. Again, I'm doing this through the camera here, so my apologies. But there we go. Got the white bezel snapped on now. And there you go. That's how easy it is to change it. Like I said, I've done this a couple of times. Probably more than 50, 60 times with different watches. So I'm used to it. But that's all you have to do. You get a slim little blade. And you just want to pop it right out of there. Pop it right underneath there. And once you feel it lift up, just give it a little bit of pressure. Slide it around a little bit there as you saw me do. And it should pop right off. And then this pops right back on, snaps into place. And now you have changed up the look of the bezel. So that is my video look and apparently bezel change instructional video of the new Boschett Harpoon. Please go to the link in the description. Check out the full review Lots more photos, wrist shots. You'll see a good couple of loom shots. And check out this new Boschett Harpoon. This has been Don Evans for launchreport.com. Thank you for checking out the video. Leave a like or a comment. And I'll be back with another video next week. Thank you.